welcome to just Out Trip 308, and this evening I think the river looks perfect for lobworm, float fished. See we go. It's going to be difficult to cast in this wind. Let's wait for it to cool. Oh, I'm just struggling to get the depth. It's really deep. It's maybe 15 feet with the extra water on. And how annoying is the iPhone? My old iPhone, it wouldn't have focused on me. It would have focused on everything. But there was an animal on the far side. I just caught a glimpse of the spot, like the ripples when it came in. I've looked at the footage and it was an otter. You can tell from the shape, the hunchback. Well, at least I think it was. I don't know what the beaver looks like, but like walking, that looked like an otter. Big one. So that's 4 otters. Like, yeah, no swans yet. That otter, by the way, that was on the bank, so that was hunting birds. Like, the otters here are bloodthirsty. This is where I saw them attack the cygnet. Like, there are moorhen, a good number of moorhen there. The moorhen are very clever. They're clued up and quick. But the coot's gone. Coots are extinct around here. Swans are all but gone. They had one cygnet that was large and grey last time I was here. Oh. Right next to my float. When you think about it, the dog otter there, that's 2 kilo a day of food roughly. Bitch is 1.5, I think, roughly. And then 2 other ones with her, they were both the size of the bitch, so they're probably 1.5. So let's say 11 kilo of food a day. No, that's not maths at all. It's more like 5 or 6 kilo a day. That's loads, isn't it? Loads of things getting killed. That's why the otter's hunting on the bank. Because the fish numbers are as low as they can be, really. You know, especially as the year progresses and those smaller fish, plummet day by day. And then what happens is the otters end up killing the swans or the cygnets. Year on year, every year. But somehow the otters keep surviving. I don't get it. I have followed them for ages. I know what they eat. I've seen them chase them, but like moorhen. I've seen them attack cygnet. I've seen them chasing on rats. Obviously, I've not seen them attack waterfowl because the waterfowl isn't around. And obviously, if it was around, it would get attacked. I've not seen them attack mink. I've not seen them attack a beaver. Most of the fish I've seen the otters eat are that big. And I've also seen them eating loads of crustaceans, shells. And in fact, after the floods, you can see on bends just how many empty shells gather up on the bends. And that's all otter, really. I mean, we haven't got crayfish problems at all. Not at all. You wouldn't catch a crayfish in here. I doubt there is a crayfish anywhere in this river. And that's thankfully because of the otters. There's a positive. I mean, the moorhen is surviving because it spends most of its time out of the water. That's what that otter was hunting. The coot's gone. That's because it likes to be on the water. The mallards are gone. That's because they don't want to be here because they've been getting killed. The swans don't get successful broods year on year. I mean, I like I said in the last animal, otters are amazing. They're so good at what they do. But the trouble is, you can't just let them run riot, because we ain't got enough. You know, there's so much food they got to eat and maintain them. There's already nothing around. That's what's so impressive about chub, especially the ones, you know, the 3 to 4 to 5 pounders. They're like 10 years old, 15 years old. That carp I had, that's here. Hopefully still here. That's probably about 20, 30 year old or something, I don't know. So fish, what I'm saying is fish can survive with the otter, but only at the numbers, the population of fish that are here now, i.e. fish to refuge percentages. Yeah, if there's too many fish and there's not enough cover, then those fish are dead. That's what's happening. Right on cue, here are the swans. Let's see if their cygnet survived. That otter, it would have gone right past these guys. Like today, just now, 20 minutes ago. Let's have a look. He looks very nervous. I can tell straight away. Look how he's looking around. Look at him. Not looking at me. There's the other swan. It's got out on the folded down reeds. And unless I'm blind, I can't see their final grey cygnet. Might be here somewhere. Well, unless he's just tucked down there. There's also a bow wave just happened up there. Look, far bank, otter. You see it? It just got into the water. How ridiculous. Let me film that swan. He knows something happened. I'm going to film that swan. I have never seen an otter attack a full swan, by the way. I've got a fish on. Oh, it's alright, it's come off. That mooring just flew off. I think the otter swam past this one. That swan is not sure. Well, you can quite literally come up to your own conclusions on what I filmed over the last day now. What I think I filmed. Hang on. Is that a bird or an otter just cool? I don't know, it's a kingfisher. Yeah, I heard a splish and it just flew into the bush. Right, so what I think I've just seen is two different otters. A dog and a bitch. But a different bitch to the one that's got the two kits. This is within half a mile. That's 5. Is it? 1, 2, 3. My maths is terrible. And then these swans, just a week, I'm sure it was a week, maybe 2 weeks. The chub, fishing with meat, I had a good day. Well, there's a cygnet in that one. And the swan did fly away from it. And then the cygnet was, yelping as it went upstream towards the swan. So maybe it's been forced off, but it was still grey, So, and they're normally with these. The swan's normally with them for quite a lot longer yet, I think. Up until it gets cold, anyway. And now the swan's gone. The cygnet's gone. And then there's otters I don't know. What do you reckon? Is that an otter that I saw first off, and then it's made its way back here again? And then it's done the same thing again? I don't think that's what it's done. I reckon that first otter was bigger, and I reckon that would have carried on. And this one was the second one. And that's going to carry on. They're both hunting birds. Like the swans, you can tell by looking at that first swan, it was right concentrating on the far margin. Exactly where that bleeding otter was. So just there, I'm just saying about swans and otters numbers. 2 swans against 5. I don't know. Look at how alert it is. That's because there's a horse on the far side. Ready? She's going to shout. Oh, she didn't see me. I think that's the reason, by the way, anyone who knows this stretch, I think that's why they mowed all of the overgrowth right up to the water's edge on that bank. There's no other reason why they would have done it other than for the horse riders to look at the water. But all that done was it destroyed loads of caterpillars. And they're saying about how the butterflies are down this year, but what they're not saying is how the animal feed was up, the price of it. So obviously people were mowing earlier, getting feed out, getting hay out and all that, I suppose. And the caterpillars have had it. Anyway, looking at the swans now. Out. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So if what's going to happen if an otter comes along now? Or if that same otter does what it's just done? If it's the same one. Who else right now is quite worried about that swan being sat there? 20 minutes passed from one otter to the other. And if it was the same one, it might come back in 20 minutes. If it was the family of 3 and they're separated, it might be another one come down in 20 minutes. Out the water. I don't reckon the swan would have a chance. I don't reckon it'd really have a chance in water. I think the otter would grab it round its head and literally rip its head off. That's what I think would happen. Hopefully we don't find out. It's a bite. Let's just drop another worm. Let's fish. First fish of the day. Hopefully not otter food tonight. Let's put it straight back. Well, it's the right species, but I just hope there's not too many more of those down there. Oh, swan's come over. Hey, Swanee. Well, they're getting bigger, but not much. perch number 3. When they're this small, it's very awkward to get them out, like to get the hook out, without making a hole in their mouth. There you go. Out. Out. Another little bait-sized fish for a bigger perch. I thought it was a bit bigger then, but it's not. Oh, it is a bit big actually. A little bit bigger, a bit like the second one. That's the 4th. Little tiddler. That's on this. It's on that same bit of worm. Give me the worm back. Yes. Kingfisher trying to steal my perch. Kingfisher just made a dive. And the second one. I don't know if you saw that. The hook came out and I just managed to scoop it out. Nice little perch. Straight. I think that's number 6 or 7. 6, I think. But you can see, this is probably what the otters are mostly eating, I would guess. I thought that was a better one. Well, the hook's already come out somewhere down there. There it is, lovely perch. Well over £1. Very well behaved as well. Look at that. Straight back. There's a nice little chub. I think I'll call it on that. It's quite dark, very difficult, but 15 foot deep. He's fine. Get straight back. I'm going to pack up and have a quick look and see if anything's chewing a tree out there. Hey ho. No sounds of any chewing. I don't want to stay here into dark because you're not allowed to. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And see you again next time maybe. Bye.